Hello. Hope you're doing well today. What is this? Hang on. Project Sakai. Hmm. Interesting. Hope y'all are doing well today. Um, we are playing Final Fantasy 14, picking back up in 2.4, and starting off with, what's it called? Snowcloak, the dungeon. As soon as I can find my controller. There it is. I'm currently. Oh. Learned something new today. I kind of like this, though. It's very fast paced and energetic. Um, I'm on Madwin today, so queue times might be a little lengthy. I don't know if we'll have any other dungeons to do, though. I don't remember. Let's see. Let's see. We'll have Snowcloak. Then we'll have that fight. I don't remember what that fight is. It'll be fine. I don't recognize that game either. It's called Plock. Anyway, I'm not gonna get too distracted just yet. Just so I can go ahead and queue first. And then I can keep yapping away. Because I feel like queue time is going to take a little bit since I'm on a less active server. Anyway, how are you, Michaela? What have you done today since I haven't talked to you yet? I got not a whole bunch done. I say I got not a whole bunch done. I got some stuff done. Laundry was not one of those things, though. What did I do earlier? I had lunch. Work and lay. I had lunch. I woke up too late for breakfast. The dogs jumped on me. I got the grocery shopping done. And got that ordered to pick up tomorrow. And made one phone call. And then gave me dinner. Gave me dinner. So I've had dinner. I've had lunch. I had a snack in between because I got hungry. Had some watermelon. That was really, really good. And let the dogs run around. Oh, yeah, I had therapy today. Therapy was today. I almost forgot about that because I usually will go to the office and have therapy, but I did not because we kind of changed our schedule this week because I'm in classes with Luigi. So we did a virtual session today, and I got to have it outside because it was nice out. So I got to sit outside. And then, of course, as soon as my session started, that was when the bugs started attacking. Everything changed when the bugs attacked. Oh, what is this? Oh, that's what that is. But it's been decent enough. I feel like I've been busy even though I've been at home. Kind of busy. They're chasing me. The bugs. There wasn't even much chasing to be done. It was just. They kept flying around, being dumb. The bugs. Oh, Rolly got to go outside for a little bit. I let him outside for a bit today. Um, Because usually we try to let him out pretty often. Because he just likes sitting out in the sun and playing in the grass and stuff. But last week it was pretty rainy and wet and gross, so we didn't let him outside last week. But now that it's dry enough, he gets to go back outside again, and he's really happy about it. The old man is happy. I guess I could do the Rising event. I haven't done that with Sava yet. I've done it with Xanaris and got the minion for it. I think I'll do that a little bit later though. Ooh, you know what? Now would be a good time to go to the Gold Saucer and do shit there. Gold sauce. I've got most of my meals planned for next week, which is good. Don't have to worry about that later. It's been a minute since I've been here. Do I not have... Oh, I don't have any MGP. Well, we can fix that. The less superior one? I feel like this one is the more superior one. I like this Gold Saucer a little bit more. Because I can actually hear myself think when I'm here. Not bad. Time to get my keystone snatched. How about no? Hey. Oh, that reminds me. I have something to show you on here. That's 12. Eh. That was terrible. It'd be like that. Let me see if I can find them here. It's over there. I think that goes to the Chocobo Square, yep. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, I don't think they're over here. Nope, they're not over here. Okay, I'll have to show you the next time I'm at Gold Saucer with what's her name? With Xanaris. They got a lot of games here. They got so many games here. They're about to start a game. But I'm not participating. No motorcycle games. They do have Fall Guys. I think that's seasonal, though. I believe that is seasonal. Oh, it's been a minute since I've been in a dungeon, too, which kind of... It's a little nerve-wracking. It's been a minute. Ooh. Here we go. Come on, come on, come on. Why? That worked, I guess. There's no more. Oh, wrong button. We're moving through pretty quick though, so that's good. Remember nothing about this boss. There we go. Now I can actually see what is happening. There we go. We'll pass on that, I guess. Oh, hello. Just came out of nowhere, didn't you? Hey there, big guy. Alrighty. Come on. Oh, fuck. I got frostbite. Come on. Shit, shit, shit. Oh, no. Wrong side. This may or may not end well. Let me get out of the way. There we go. Oh, come on. The range shit. The range shit. Can y'all come over here? There we go. That's what I wanted. Oh, that works too. That works too. That works. That works too. So close. That's different. Ah, fuck. There we go. Oh, well, shit. Yeah, that's definitely different than what it used to be. You used to have to hit the snowballs to make it, or get the snowballs to hit the Yeti. There we go. Come on. There we go. Oh, are we moving? We're moving. Okay, that works, I guess. Oh, might be helpful if I actually use my... What's it called? My cooldowns. Oh, yeah, this bit. Are these the only two? Okay. Oh, hello. There's a lot of y'all. I keep them all relatively in the same spot. Goodness gracious. Oh my goodness. Oh, we gotta get you two. This is gonna hurt. Oh, we're good. It'll be fine. There we go. I don't remember what the last... Oh, yeah, it's Fenrir. Okay, okay. Let's go. Guess that would have been a good time to use a cooldown. Good. I vaguely remember this. Uh-oh. Our Viper's down. Frozen. Heavensward. Heavensward mentioned? Uh-oh. Well, that's no bueno, now is it? There we go. I feel so protected. There we go. GG, guys. Okie dokie. Snowcloak is done. Oh. I was gonna call him the healer, but okay. That works. That's fine. Okay. Snowcloak is done. Yay. Is that my girl? It's my girl! I completely forgot her voice, though. Surprise, we found her! Sail, aren't you cold? Oh, bye. And suddenly we're back in, Snowcloak? Kurthus. Snowcloak. Snowcloak of Kurthus. Kurthus is Snowcloak. That took longer than I expected. What news, Sava? The snow is so glittery. So Iceheart is but a pseudonym. Not that it matters. That she managed to escape is regrettable, but from your description of that beast, you did well to come as close as you did. In any case, now that you've cleared a path, the Temple Knights can begin to survey the tunnels in earnest. But does your gold saucer have a jump puzzle? Yes, it actually does. It has a few. It has a few jump puzzles. Like, that's some of the games that you can play is jump puzzles. I'll show you the next time I go to the gold saucer. There are jump puzzles. Not nearly as hard as the one that was on or at least I feel like the one on at Moonfire Fair was really hard this time. But that could have been just me. No, there are gold saucer jump puzzles. I am not lying to you. I will show you next time. Mayhap they will even find a route to the past the ice wall. Wouldn't that do wonders for their fight against the heretics? The Crystal Braves would certainly share the credit for it too. 12 be praised. 12 be praised, Sava. We may yet turn the situation to our advantage. Assuming we stop Iceheart before she summons Shiva, of course. Needless to say, our fellow Scions have not been idle. Menphilia and Urianger have been busy pursuing the archives of the House Fortomp, gathering what information they can on Shiva. Which reminds me, if you were intending to trudge back to Camp Dragonhead to report on the day's events, don't. The antecedent should be here any minute. I can only assume some people enjoy subjecting themselves to the cold. You are doing this to yourself, Alphino. Like, buddy. You are not dressed for the winter climes. Like, half your belly and half your back is out. And then you've got nothing on your legs, or at least, like, your upper legs. Bruh. You're cold. Dress more warmly. No, he's letting his belly be out. Look. He is letting it be out. But now he's complaining that it's cold. You can't have it both ways, buddy. I'm sorry, Alphino, but you can't. Let their belly be out. Belly and legs. Or I guess upper legs. See, Menphilia came properly dressed. She came properly suited for the cold climbs. She's got gloves. She's got a coat. She's got a little turtleneck. She's got boots. She came ready for this. She normally goes belly out, but she is dressed for cold weather. Unlike somebody here. Anyway. Antecedent. You come to us straight from the archives of House Fortomp. I trust your time there proved fruitful. Would that it had. Urianger and I scoured countless texts, but what we found was of questionable veracity. Accounts of Shiva's life and deeds are sparse and contradictory, only agreeing upon one point. She lay down with a dragon, the gravest of all sins, according to the Ishgardian faith. Yet in the eyes of Iceheart's followers, this was a holy act, a blessed union of man and dragon. The blessed union of man and dragon. How such a thing could even be possible is quite another question. Suffice it to say, I very much doubt that we will find a useful answer in the archives of House Fortomp. Much knowledge has been lost over the centuries, though in this case one wonders if it is by circumstance or design. You said that Iceheart took a moment to plead her case prior to escaping, did you not? Viewed without prejudice, most would agree that bringing an end to an endless war serves the greater good. I think Sir Aymeric might take issue with her methods. Speaking of Sir Aymeric, do not care if a few stragglers manage to escape. Until the sappers confirm that a tunnel is safe, the men are not to search it. Yes, Lord Commander. It's so glittery outside. Shining, shimmery splendor. You pursue your foes with less zeal than I expected, Sir Emmerich. Lest you misunderstand, I do not deny that our enemy has given us good reason to be prudent. I merely meant, you being a man of faith, that I had expected a certain single-mindedness. After all, was it not by the will of Helone that your ancestors came to this land? Why they took up arms against the Dravanians? What would they have done in your position, I wonder? There are those who believe that faith is a renunciation of free will, that unquestioning devotion is required of all who would live a life in service to the Fury. Such righteous fervor may well serve a knight on the front line, less so a leader of men. We are all at liberty to interpret the scriptures as we will. I choose to believe that the Fury would value the lives of her followers over the deaths of her enemies. But I would not presume to speak for the Knights of Eld. 'Twas a different time, nay, a different era, and Scripture tells us only so much. With that it told us more. That man is awfully pragmatic for a servant of the Holy See. A welcome trait at the negotiating table, to be sure. Less so when one's enemies are making ready to harness the power of a god. Mayhap he does not truly believe that Iceheart's plan can succeed? Truth be told, I too remain somewhat skeptical. Shiva was real, a living, breathing woman. Of that there can be no doubt. In this respect, she differs from every other figure to have been summoned, each of whom was worshipped as a god. The sole exception being good King Mughal XII, the myth made manifest in response to the fervent supplications of the Mughals' guard. Saint Shiva may differ, but what of the heretics? They are a tribe of outcasts at war with a mighty nation, who yearn for the resurrection of the one who embodies their beliefs. If that is not placing one's faith in a higher power, then what is? Crystals and conviction, Mephilia. They have them both in abundance. Hello. Crystal Brave Boy. Can that truly be all that is required? I just got here, man. I'm the newest of the group. Newest in the band. My survey team concluded a preliminary analysis of the aetherite Iceheart used to escape. They believe that she teleported to another aetherite somewhere not far to the west. Despite the apparent proximity of the second aetherite, however, they may have been wholly unable to detect its presence directly. Unless Iceheart has some means to mask its signal, I can only assume she had it destroyed to prevent us from following her. Without the means to teleport as she did, we have no choice but to search for an alternate route. Most likely a tunnel, assuming one exists. Let us not give up on teleportation just yet. One of our colleagues in Charlian may be able to assist us. I pray that you are right. I dare not think of how long it will take us to survey the entire tunnel system. My child is stalking me and I don't feel safe. Which one, Alistair? Or Sav? While Memphilia looks into our aetherite problem, I would like to request your assistance with another matter. The third unit is currently tracking the remnants of the heretic force which attacked us. However, the search goes poorly despite our numbers. Sav is looking at me under the door. Where are you, in your room? Kurthus is vast, and Iceheart's followers know the terrain better than we. Your knowledge of this region may serve to hasten the process. I am not from here either. Ah, you're in your bed. In the bed. I mean, your doors have very large gaps in them at the bottom, so... That and you don't have carpet, so... The sooner we capture Iceheart's followers, the sooner we can press them for their leader's whereabouts. Also, though it is an admittedly selfish request, I feel that my braves would benefit immensely from working alongside you. While we have our share of veterans, we also have more than a few less experienced recruits, many of whom look up to you, in case you are not aware. That doesn't give her an excuse to be looking at me. She just wants to know what you're doing. She's also probably hungry. She's like, Mom, where's dinner? Mom, I'm hungry. Can I get something to eat? Good. I knew you would understand. Yuya Hase can appraise you of the details. That doesn't mean she's still not hungry. It's a cat. Sava's just like, Mama, I'm hungry. Please feed me. Mama, what you doing? What you eating? Can I have a bite? When the task is complete, come and find me at the observatorium. Captain Elbert and I are meeting there to discuss the latest developments in his investigation. The Temple Knights shall hold Snowcloak in our absence. Let us leave them to their work. Ours is more pressing. Ugh, my nose. I've been sniffly and, like, not congested, but just, like, nose runny, allergy-y all day today. And it's just now getting better. Barely. Oh, Yuya Hase. There you are, Sava. Commander Levier instructed me to wait for you. Your assistance is most welcome, believe me. Most of the Third hail from Ulda, and a man accustomed to the feel of sand beneath his boots, the crunch of snow can be rather disconcerting. But to the matter at hand. Nary a moment ago I received word that the heretics we seek have been spotted making for Danafin Pass. My braves are already in pursuit, and I should be grateful if you would join them. I myself shall be taking part in the hunt. Never let it be said that I do not earn my coin. Okay. She's saving it for later because she knows that she's not going to get fed later. You starve her. You starve your own daughter. She's just hungry. She just wants a little snickety snack. And yet you deny her. Oh. Hello. You good, buddy? Those balls, my ankle's on fire. Caught my boot on a rock or something and twisted it as I fell. The others went on ahead through Danafin Pass. Hurry and you might catch up. God. Okay, we're good. If you aren't sure where to go, look for tracks. The snow is fresh, so they shouldn't be hard to find. Danafin Pass over here? Yes. I don't see any tracks whatsoever, but whatever. Hello. Fresh prints. Southeast. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about the Mega Shiba. I have a dog now. A dog to match the cat. Because it was on sale. But look at him, and he does little emotes of his own. That one makes me so sad. But these two are very cute. And then there's this one. He's just a cute little guy. And look at that little fluffy tail. Look at his little fluffy pants. Look at him. He's adorable. He's a mega mame Shiba. Anyway. Scion, what are you doing here? The heretics? I'm not sure. There's a great scaled beast in Iyahase. I think he went to east on his own. The heretics split up, so we did too. I feel like that's not a good idea. Splitting up the party is usually not a good idea. Oh. Is there anybody else over here? Oh, yep, you're over here. Bruh. There. How embarrassing. I was so intent on following the heretic's tracks that I almost failed to notice that I had doubled back. Almost, mind you. One tried to sneak up behind me and got a knife in the gut for his troubles. I thought myself alone, so I started searching the dead man's knapsack for anything of interest, and lo and behold, his friends found me. I came upon this. Withdraw in groups of 3 or less to the observatorium. Give the signal and wait. The merchant will be watching. Be late and be left for dead. Speaks for itself, does it not? They can't possibly mean a rendezvous inside the place, so we should restrict our search to the surrounding areas. Let me rephrase that. You should restrict your search to the wilderness around the observatorium. I will need more than a moment's rest to recover from these wounds. Let me rephrase that. You're doing all this shit. I'm staying here. Oh, hello. Hello, suspicious Kurthan. I'm through with listening to your excuses. We leave now. How? The woods are crawling with those bluecoats, and the knights are searching every wagon that passes through the gates. You've got a very purple beard, sir. Well, stay with her, then, if you think you'll fare any better. Now, there's no need for that. You done got. There are places like this in my homeland, sacred snow-capped peaks where blood must not be shed. Yet your lands ever thirst for the blood and oh my god. Yet your lands ever thirst for the blood of the fallen, and by your deeds it is drunk deep. No, I've done no wrong. None but meet in secret with heretics. Deny it all you will. We shall have the truth from you yet. Inquisitors are not the only ones skilled in the art of interrogation. Damn it all. Sir, that's a little dramatic. Fancy meeting you here, Sava. I presume your work with the Third brought you hither. What a tangled web. Lest you wonder, we came not for the heretics, but for the merchant who had been conspiring with them. He came to our attention during the course of our investigation into the Ivy. It beggars belief, I know, but it seems our favorite Garlean spy may have been providing assistance to Iceheart. Favorite Garlean spy? I don't remember who that is. Were it not for the efforts of Lady Yugiri and her shinobi, we might never have discovered this connection. Master Alphino is too kind. I fear my people and I have done little to aid your search for this spy. We long to strike back against the Empire and weaken their influence in this land, to prevent tragedy which to prevent the tragedy which befell Doma from reoccurring. The days ahead and the work they promise will require a very particular set of skills which I am fortunate enough to possess. If you will allow it, I will accompany you until the investigation is complete. What a most generous offer, Lady Ugiri, and one I will gladly accept. Thank you. Though I may disappear for a time, know that shall never be far, and shall always be watching. A comforting thought. Come, Sava, let us wait inside for Captain Ilbert to return and deliver his report. Bye, Ugiri. That's not a door. Oh, that's the door. That's not the door. Uh-oh. I done got stuck. Not you. Oh, wait, nope. The answer is down. I'm not even supposed to be here. Where the fuck am I supposed to be? Up here? No. That door does not open. Over here. But where over here? That door doesn't open. Oh, right behind me. Good lord. Captain Ilbert seemed confident that the merchant's resolve would swiftly crumble when pressed. If so, we should have new information ere long. As to whether it will bring us any closer to learning the Ivy's identity, I would rather not say. Given our adversary's cunning, I shall consider us fortunate if we are spared another wild dodo chase. The gods know we have more than enough to occupy our time as it is. Tendrils of intrigue! Noct Lorca. I actually want to see what this looks like. She in charge. I kind of want to see what the other stuff looks like. That's kind of cool. Also kind of cool. It's the boy. Captain Ilbert, your report, if you will. Hi, Commander. Firstly, with regard to the heretic we captured, I regret to say that the man could tell us not that we did not already know of Shiva. We've since handed him over to the Ishgardian authorities. Henceforth, the Holy See will pursue the matter independently. Our inquiries concerning the Ivy, however, have proven more fruitful. We've ascertained the channel by which the heretics acquired their information on the shipment routes. Go on. You will recall the flame we first identified as being the Ivy's employ. From him, we were able to trace a trail of conspirators, each taking us closer to his master. Alas, the trail came to an abrupt end. Fearing that the investigation had been compromised, we took the necessary step of detaining all suspected conspiracy. There were 5 on our list, including a flame station in Revenant's Toll. The man's primary duty was to keep an inventory of donations from abroad, the particulars of which he would share with benefactors, thereby ensuring that needs did not go unfulfilled. By virtue of his role, he was privy to the details of all the shipments bound for the settlement. Needless to say, that included those originating from House Fortamp. He knew the precise route the caravan would take, and he sold that information to a merchant. I think I can guess which one. None other. With a little encouragement, he soon confessed to knowingly aiding and abetting the heretics. Well, that is one mystery solved at least. But what of the Ivy? Are we any closer to prizing off his mask? I dare say we are, Commander. Our relentless pursuit has forced him to commit a grave error. In a desperate bid to cover his tracks, the Ivy resorted to exercising certain administrative powers available only to high-ranking members of the Immortal Flames. If you consider, then, that our investigation is known to barely a handful of them, the field of suspects is greatly narrowed. You mean to say that the agent is among Raubon's innermost circle? Someone who has been with him since the Immortal Flames' establishment? 'Tis the most plausible explanation. The infiltration likely occurred during the company's founding, with the groundwork for the act being laid beforehand. To slip into his position of authority unremarked, and remain above suspicion all these years. I too was surprised, though I really should not have been. Of the three grand companies, Old Oz was ever the more vulnerable to infiltration. Both Limsa and Gridania had long-standing armed forces that lent themselves well to the formation of the Maelstrom and the Order of Twinatter. To all intents and purposes, it was the same people, loyal ones, mind, under the same leadership, only the banner was different. Not so with the Flames. Uldah's military was made up of disparate orders, most of which were glorified mercenary companies that answered only to their own paymasters. Hardly an ideal environment in which to establish something as high-minded as a grand company. The difficulties Raubon faced when founding the Immortal Flames are well known. Even after he had convinced his fellow syndicate members to share the cost, there remained the small matter of finding enough bodies to fill the ranks. Indeed, in giving the pressing nature of the Imperial threat, that meant recruiting every passing sellsword. Amidst the chaos of its founding, it would have been child's play to infiltrate the company. A good deal easier then than now, aye. The Immortal Flames have ever been caught between conflicting interests, the public and the private. Though the monetarists ultimately agreed to support the organization's founding, it was not out of charity that they did so, but simple self-preservation. Had Nail Van Darnus' ambitions been any less apocalyptic, you may be sure that they would have never risked supplying Raubon with an army. 'Tis but a wonder they did not attempt to extinguish the flames the moment the danger had passed. Returning to the present. Even as we speak, our Doman allies are shadowing several high-ranking flames, any one of whom could be the Ivy. Desiring to deal a blow against the Empire, the refugees were eager to lend us their aid. I expect to hear from them ere long. Very good. Pray continue your investigation with the first. Meanwhile, have the second attend to the unrest. The third can join the fourth in inspecting crystal shipments. If they notice anything unusual, I want to know about it. If Shiva is summoned in like manner to the other primals, the heretics will be looking for further supplies. Understood, Commander. I shall send word to Sir Emerick, informing him of our success in identifying the heretics' abettors. Hopefully the information will be of some use to the Ishgardians. It is time, Commander. Yes, I'm aware. An emergency council of the Alliance leadership has been called. There have been developments in Garlemald, it would seem. As commander of the Crystal Braves, my presence has been requested. I would only have you accompany me, Sava. As the realm's stoutest champion, 'tis only meet that you be present for the discussion. Oh, and the antecedent has already given her consent, lest you worry. Ugh, my nose. Why? I'm just being passed around back and forth. Like me, you are doubtless eager to conclude our business with Iceheart, but until another path to her sanctum is found, she will remain beyond our reach. Menphilia and the Archons are sparing no effort to secure an alternate route. Until such a time as they succeed, I suggest we give some thought to the realm's other problems. I shall go on ahead to Gridania in readiness for the coming council. Meet me at Nofika's altar, and we shall make our way to the Lotus Stand together. Tendrils of intrigue! Okay. To Gridana. Gridana. There they are. My thanks for coming, Sava. When you are ready, speak with the conjurer yonder. She will show us to the Lotus Stand. Hello? There you are. The Alliance leaders await you at the Lotus Stand. Will you be joining them now? Uh-huh. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Bum, bum, bum. Womp womp. Clank, clank. The grandson and his uncle. I guess so. I don't remember. I can never remember who's who. His face. It's just weirdly structured. That's all we brought you here for. You can go. Oh, Alpha now. That could have been an email. That could have been a letter. It will not have escaped your notice that the nations of Eorzea are no nearer to being of one purpose, despite their protestations to the contrary. Plainly, the threat of a resurgent Garlemald is not enough to stir them. And the reason for this? Deep-rooted mistrust amongst the citizenry. The nation's leaders can come to all the understandings they like, but their unity means little and less to the common folk. Take the Lomensons, for instance. Though Admiral Mirovip outlawed piracy over a decade ago, foreigners still picture the nation as a haven for grog-swilling, wooden-legged cutthroats. And likewise, the Gridanians are mocked as hermits who talk to trees, and the Odans scorned as swindlers who worship coin. Not that such sentiments are entirely without grounds, of course. Take that pillar of Uldan society, Telegialegi, for example. But that is besides the point. The fact is that people are wary of outsiders whether they have cause to be or not. On that basis, one could argue that the conflict at Cartno is a necessary evil. Each nation has its own warmongering faction that advocates the acquisition of Omega. In order to placate them, we present them something resembling warfare, and thereby curb their appetite for full-scale conflict. But enough idle musing. Let us speak on a more pressing matter, the Ivy. Since we spoke at the observatorium, Captain Elbert has further shortened his list of suspects, and by happy coincidence, the one he deems the most likely candidate is lately come to Gridania. The hunt nears its end, Sava. All that remains is to corner our quarry. Seek out Ilbert at the Adder's Nest. He will give you the particulars. Should there be any Should there be any developments in Kurthus, you may be sure I will send word without delay. In the meantime, I wish you success in apprehending the Ivy. I said what's it called, right? Yeah. Run, Sava, run! Billbird. My thanks for coming, Scion. Doubtless the commander has informed you, but we haven't amassed the Ivy. From this point on, we must proceed with extreme caution. Oh. Ugh. Listen well. The spy we have been seeking all this time is none other than Flame Marshal Aline Riley. Riley? Riley. Something like that. Raban's second in command. Prior to joining the Immortal Flames, she was a mercenary of no small renown. They say her skill with a polearm had to be seen to be believed. Of his guardian birth, she is the highest-ranked foreigner in the Immortal Flames, barring the Flame General himself, of course. When he formed the Grand Company, Raban chose people based on their worth. Whence they hailed was of no interest. The monetarists saw things differently, however. Having funded the enterprise, they reserved the right to reject candidates nominated for high-ranking positions. And 'twas no secret that they did not favor foreigners, Ishgardians especially, after the way the Holy See forsook the alliance. Yet the monetarists did not raise so much as a murmur of protest when Royally was appointed to her post. Passing strange, is it not? Could it be that the Ivy had some hold over the monetarists? But these revelations are secondary to our current mission. Of foremost interest to us is Riley's presence here and now, or here now. As you may be aware, it is the duty of the Flame Marshal to command the immortal flames in the absence of the Flame General. While Raban attended the Council of Alliance leaders, she should have remained in the Hall of Flames. The woman has no business being in Gridania, yet here she is nonetheless, on some pretense. She is up to something, mark my words. Even as we speak, I have a dozen men trawling the Flame's records for evidence of Riley's guilt. If we can catch her red-handed, we shall have all the proof we need. Which brings me to the plan. I have people watching the city gates, the airship landing, and the docks. Every point of egress. She cannot leave without our knowledge. All that remains is to shadow her until she betrays her true purpose. Can I rely upon your eyes, Scion? It seems like a good job for Thancred. You have my thanks. Let us go then, and take care not to alert our quarry. It seems like a good job for Thancred, though. Thancred's your stealthy spy guy. Oh. Riley is headed to the direction of the Blue Badger Gate with me, Scion. Oh. To the gate, to the gate. So, Riley has entered the Carline canopy. Meeting someone, perchance? Or could it be she means to board an airship? Pray look for her within. If she's not on the upper floor, try the landing area below. One of mine is stationed there, and she may have seen something. Ephemi is her name. I shall remain here in case Riley reappears. Not up here. And not down here either. Sava Inovish, such an unexpected pleasure. What brings you here? Ahem. A social visit, you say? How pleasant. No, she didn't come this way. I've noted every passenger, and none bore any resemblance. Well, don't let me keep you. Okay, back upstairs. She gave the old juke. She juked you. Nowhere to be seen, you say? And you're sure she did not board an airship? She did not come back out either. Where in the seven hells could she have gone? The roost. How could I forget? Greetings, good sir. Might I interest you in some Montoy tonic? A cup a day imbues a man with great vigor, if you take my meaning. Perhaps another time, friend. Wait, that necklace. You're Shinobi of Doma. The woman you seek has left Gridania by way of West Shore Pier. She was attired as a merchant, but these eyes are not so easily deceived. You may wish to take your search to the East Shroud. Rest assured that we shall continue to support you from the shadows. Fireworks going and everything. Thank the 12 for the domens. Were it not for their unique talents, Royally would have disappeared without a trace. Oh, that's interesting. Oh. Oh. Now we gotta fix this. Our hunt leads us to the East Shroud, Scion. I suggest we follow Royally's example and take the ferry from West Shore Pier. You'll doubtless wish to make certain preparations. See to them while I go on ahead. I shall wait for you at Sweet Bloom Pier. Where even is that area? I don't remember where that area is. Lancers Guild. This way, my friends. Yugiri, you're back! Your quarry makes for the Hawthorne hut. If Riley is truly the one we seek, we can expect that she means to make contact with her Garlean masters there. An explanation is in order. You are no doubt aware that the Garleans have their own method of communicating over great distance. Wait. You are no doubt aware that the Garleans have their own method of communicating over great distances. Well, our ingenious friends at Garland Ironworks has provided us with devices which disrupt these communications, and we have installed them around the city-states. In doing so, we've made it difficult for Imperial agents to correspond with their masters. Riley would thus have no choice but to rendezvous with her Imperial contact directly. Yet, as a well-known face in the Immortal Flames, she cannot move about Thanalin without being recognized. It would only be a matter of time before someone saw through her disguise. 'Tis for this reason I believe that she has chosen the Black Shroud for her clandestine meeting. The Elizan are a common sight here, and her comings and goings are not likely to turn any heads. As my scouts tell it, the Garleans have sent agents with a mind to destroy the devices and render such direct contact unnecessary. Fortunately, our shinobi have thus far been successful in rebuffing their efforts. This is it. We need only make for Hawthorne's hut and catch Royally in the act. Let's see. I am going the wrong way. Is that the moon? That's the moon! It's so pretty. You can see it through the clouds and everything. My people report that our quarry has departed for the Bramble Patch. The ivy returns to the gnarls whence she came, but perhaps it is all for the better. To convict someone of her standing, we will require damning evidence against her. What could be better than to catch her in the act when she meets with her Garlean masters? My countrymen and I shall lie in wait in the shadows. Tread warily, my friends. No treading necessary. We fly. Yellow. Just beyond, Riley is in conversation with an individual clad in the manner of an adventurer. An imperial intermediary, no doubt. This is it, with me. Okie dokie. Flame Marshal Aline Riley, you are under arrest for treason and espionage. You are followed, you bloody fool. Damnation. You really thought you could just run? They're here. You are unarmed, my lady, and scarcely garbed for battle, but if you wish to fight, you are welcome to try. What is the meaning of this, Captain? Would you arrest me for strolling in the Twelves Wood? When last I looked, that was no crime, and neither was conversing with passing strangers. You would feign ignorance, then. Very well. If you do think of something to say, there will be plenty of time to say it later. Now, come quietly, or I shall make you wish you had. I will offer you no struggle. After all, I have naught to hide. Even a warrior of Riley's renown could not have hoped to escape by force. Despite her claims, her surrender does not bespeak innocence, but an awareness that her position is untenable. With the ivy thus uprooted, it is to be hoped that the tendrils she entwined around the immortal flames will gradually wither and die. Mayhap then the people of Ul'dah will have the grand company they deserve. But let us speak of the present. If I may ask, what will you do now, Sava? Back to Snowcloak, I guess? So, the Scions seek a way into Iceheart's sanctum. Then I dare say you are eager to return to the Rising Stones. Pray, do not let me keep you. Fear not, my countrymen and I shall tend to the aftermath. You need not waste your talents here. And speaking of talents, have you considered training in the art of the shinobi? You have the aptitude for it, I believe, so please give it some thought. Till next time, my friend. What on earth is behind me? Oh, Treant. Let me make sure Memphilia's in... Okay. She is in Revenant's Toll. Like, let me make sure we're in Revenant's Toll before I go to Revenant's Toll and then have to go somewhere else. toe itches. Oh, Tataru. I'm sorry, is she juggling knives? She's juggling a knife. Is that a hatchet? A knife, a hatchet, and a bottle. Steady, steady. Not bad, eh? With a little more practice, I could earn a fortune at the Ruby Road Exchange. I've never seen her do that before. She cannot seriously be considering it. Life as a street performer should be one's last resort, not their first. Tataru has grown beyond childish fantasies of becoming a songstress. Now she aspires to be a legendary street performer. That's funny. I've never seen that before. That's pretty hilarious. I didn't know she did that. And what is Ida doing? Squat contest with Hori Boulder? Wahahaha. I could do this all day. All day. I cannot go on much longer. Damn. Strength, Hori. On your honor as a scion, I forbid you to surrender. That's funny. I must admit, this exercise of yours never fails to amuse me. While its movements appear comical, it does seem to be having the desired effect. Oop. It's a battle of wills, a struggle of supremacy. Our fighting styles may differ, but this unyielding spirit is the same in warriors the world over. That's funny. That's really funny. Yes, but Higiri, you're missing the point. The individual doesn't matter. It was a team effort, and I was the one who... Thancred's tales of Lady Yugiri almost beggar belief. My heart is fit to burst from admiration. A rousing tale of a comrade's valor. Truly, we are fortunate to count Lady Yugiri as a friend. Oh, is he being... He's being overshadowed by Yugiri. That's funny. Oh, hi, Weege. Are you enjoying your little blanket bed? Welcome back, Sava. I understand that Alphino had a task for you. May I ask what it was? Oh, you don't know? Charges of treason and espionage against Aline Riley. I can scarce believe it. Could there have not been some manner of misunderstanding? No, it avails us not to dwell on it. Whatever the truth may be, we must trust to the authorities to uncover it. Let us speak of another matter. I am pleased to report that we have made progress in our efforts to find a way into Iceheart's sanctum. Yay! Simple plan. As you may recall, Iceheart used the aetheryte in the depths of Snowcloak to teleport to a short distance to the west, most likely to a sanctuary of some description. It was there that we suspect she means to summon Shiva using the crystals she stole from the House Fortom caravan. The heretics believe that they are bringing about the second coming of their patron saint, but if, as we suspect, they mean to hold a summoning ritual of the kind employed by the beast tribes, it seems likely they will result that the result will be something more akin to a primal. Suffice it to say, they must be stopped, and stop them we shall. But first, we must surmount the obstacle that Iceheart has placed in our path. Ordinarily, it would be a simple matter to tap into the established Ethernet and thereby follow our quarry. However, despite our best efforts, we have been unable to ascertain the position of the aetheryte to which she teleported. Our prevailing theory is that she destroyed the second aetheryte upon arrival, a reckless, desperate measure, but also an effective one. After discussing the matter at length with Arianje, we have concluded that we lack the expertise to develop a solution, which is why we have called upon the aid of one who does possess such expertise, a colleague of ours who is currently en route to Revenant's Toll from Charlian. She should be arriving within the hour, in fact. Since you're here, mayhap we could welcome her together. I'm certain she would appreciate the gesture. Let us make our way to the northern gates and await her coming. It's my favorite. It's my favorite character. I love her so much. They still having a squat contest over there? Yep. And she's still juggling. Best girl is here. Almost. Not yet, but she's coming. Best girl is on her way. Moonbrita! Aw. That's really cute. What kind of presents did Dad get them? I love her so much. Moonbrita's my favorite. She's so gosh darn pretty. And just cool. She's just cool. For an outpost in an ether-rich wasteland, this place is is a good deal livelier than I expected. Just goes to show that you never know until you know. Is she still taller than me? She's still taller than me. Let us return to the Rising Stones at once. Oh my god. Let us return to the Rising Stones at once, then. We have much to discuss. And back we go. Before I do this cutscene, I'm going to go take a quick break and go to the restroom. And then after that, we'll keep going for about another hour or so. Okay. I will be right back. Take a break, get a drink, get some food, do all that stuff. I'll be back in a few minutes, and we'll keep going in just a sec. Okay, I am back. Let's keep moving on. I was gonna let the music end real quick, but we'll see what happens. There we go. It's like, let me let this fade out real quick. Oh, see, got them some treats and a bird toy I sent him a link to. Oh, cool. The song is The Great Truth Burglar from Ace Attorney Investigations, Miles Edgeworth. So, Ace Attorney music. Oh, probably should play music again. There we go. Ugh. Can I send it in the chat? Do you want me to send the whole playlist or just the song? Oh, okay. Hang on just a second. I can send that to you. I'll still send you the playlist because it's a pretty good playlist. Okay, playlist is sent and working on the name. And the name of that particular song is sent. So there you go. Oh, well. I didn't even see that part. Sorry. Well, now you have that whole playlist because it's a pretty good playlist. I like it. Okay, moving on. This is like one of my favorite cutscenes. I feel like this is a lot of people's one of their favorite cutscenes because it's just so funny. It is so gosh darn funny. Oh no, hang on. I think I might need to fix my PNG tuber. Because I'm pretty sure when I blink, my eyes just disappear. Oh, yep, her eyes are gone. She's pulling a Final Fantasy VII thing. Is that Tipsamati on the back wall there? I'm amazed you've managed to find all the pieces after, well, you know. The whole gang's here. Well, almost everybody. Damn, Papa Limo. Just a small sample. Unhand me, but she just lifts him up the floor. Unhand me. Am I sure that I used or am I sure that she used the etherite? I guess so. How do we know? I wonder if Ida is as confused as me. I feel like a lot of people have died trying to perfect teleportation magics to begin with. Because if it's wrong, and if you don't get to your destination, you're just ether in the ethereal sea. To dust you return. Yep, sounds like a great idea. Let's risk everyone for this one plan. With better than what's it? Better than middle odds, but still odds. I have already informed Alphino that of our plan to recreate the beacon in the manner Mombrita described. He agreed that despite the inherent danger, it represents our only hope of success. He also said that he wished to meet with you at Snowcloak before proceeding. I expect you will find him waiting for you there when you arrive. I want you to know that I appreciate everything you have done on our behalf, Sava, and that I have faith you will return to us, as you always have. Time to go to Snowcloak. Ah, Tataru's not juggling anymore. Oh, she seems sad. Oh. I shall pray for your safe return, Sava, yours and the others. Let me guess, Ida won. Falls to you and I, Coltonet, to ensure those Imperial dogs set no foot in the Rising Stones. The tragedy of the Waking Sands must never be repeated. Whee! Let's go! Can I fly over this mountain? Yes, I can. How high can I fly here? Right about there. Noted. Hey, what's he doing over here? Good to see you, Sava. I was starting to wonder if you were having second thoughts. Captain Ilbert sends his regards, by the way. He attends to the interrogation of Aline Riley in Ulda even as we speak. But I shall not distract you from the matter at hand. We can discuss the ivy upon your return. I trust that, by which I mean to say... The others are waiting for us at the Aetheryte. After you, Scion. Dark purple. The ether, if you please. Alphino, you're not volunteering? There, it's ready. It worked. I think. Try attuning to the ether right now. Feel for the current and try to locate the oh my god. Feel for the current and try to locate the beacon. Attune it. We've done all that we can, Sava. For now, let us withdraw. When your final preparations are complete, you must seek out the beacon we have created. If, by the grace of the 12, you arrive safely, you must stop Iceheart before she summons Shiva. Search for the beacon. Wait, so did I figure out where the aetheryte was, or no? I have a mind to join you, but Urianji made me promise I wouldn't. Apparently, the thought of me becoming Shiva's thrall was too much to bear. As if I'd give her the chance. We cannot ignore the possibility that our actions have alerted Iceheart to our plans. Should that be the case, she may attempt to hasten the completion of the summoning ritual, and if she succeeds, you will have little choice but to face Shiva in battle. Knowing little of this saint, I cannot say if your own strength will suffice, and so I would encourage you to call upon your allies. Some may have reservations about wagering their lives on the success of Mumbrida's experiment, but others will surely agree that desperate times call for desperate measures. Before you assemble your party, pray speak with that knight. I believe he has a message for you from Sir Aymeric. That knight. Who is that knight? You. You're that knight. Madam, Sir Aymeric regrets that he could not be here in person and asks that I read you this letter. Ahem. Ishgard faces an unprecedented threat, yet in her hour of need, it is not her knights who stand poised to defend her. Sava Inovich, the warrior of light, savior of Eorzea, your deeds this day shall not be forgotten. Where others would flee, you choose to remain. Where others would falter, you rise to the challenge. Where others would use their gifts for selfish ends, you wield yours in service to a greater cause. May Halone bless you with good May Halone bless you with good fortune and see you safely home. It's time. Oop. This may take a little bit too. It's still glittery over here. God, I hate this thing. It's so gross and leathery. We're changing mounts. Oop. No! There we go. She looks like a cat that's been picked up by the scruff. Just limp. God, I need to draw that. That's funny. Actually. We're just gonna... We will draw that eventually. Just look at her. She's just there. Being dragged along, just limp. This is just... I will never not be entertained by the Deathclaw mount. It's too funny. It's just too much. Just look at it. I did not realize that person was right there. Oh, jeez. Okay. And now we wait. Hopefully, somebody will be here soon. To help with the task at hand. Ooh, okay. I might be able to work with that later. I don't like the way the back of the Deathclaw moves. It's little fingies. I feel like there's some quests that I can be completing, though. Like Ifrit. Oh, wait. No, that's to open that one. That is... What's it called? Weapon? I can't remember the name of it. It's fine. I'll eventually do Corpse Groom. Not right now, though. I know I did a couple of dungeons a little while back. Just going. I was about to say, what area is this? And then I remember it's... What's it called? White Brim. Oh, you're not in there. Where is that area? No. No. Not there. There. I'm going the opposite direction I should be going. The hell? Oh, bird. I missed something important here. What's up, buddy? Heretics, Dravanians, old familiar enemies. This is something beyond all imagination. Looks a little cold out there. Hey. is time. Suppose we're a little late. Are you ready for some diamond dust? This cutscene's so cool, though. Hello, Shiva. Alrighty. Let's do it. Forgot about that. Oh, it worked. GG. And down she goes. Oop, don't skip this. Da 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 da. I forgot that I need to put emotes over by my on my little thingy. Nice bun. Oblivion is so good. Oh, and you still stand. Oh, it's so shimmery. You know my mom? Wait, you know my mom? Oh, it's you. Is that bread? Is that Laha bread? I think so. Oh, it's not Laha bread. Who is this? Nabriela's? I think it's Nabriela's. Maybe. I can never remember. There's like 5,000 of you. I barely remember you from the first time I did this. By the 12, you're alive. I mean, of course you're alive. Why wouldn't you be? Thanks, Mimbrita. You have such faith in me. Iceheart did what? And you're certain about that, are you? Dravanians are skilled with glamours, after all. Look, if you say that's what you saw, I believe you. It's just I've never heard of a primal being summoned like that before. Are you sure you're not injured? Head trauma has been known to cause hallucinations, you see. No? Fair enough. I was only asking. If you ask me, there's naught to be gained from mulling over implications of your story out in the freezing cold. Let's save it for the Rising Stones, eh? I'll get everyone to meet us there. Ah, but before that, you had best pay a visit to White Brim Front and speak with Alphino. He's probably worried sick about you. That, or he's busy playing at politics with the Ishgardians. Either way, I'm sure he'll be delighted to see you hale and healthy. Speaking of which, you don't have a headache or anything, do you? No? Blurred vision? Oh, no reason. See you again soon. I love her so much. Hello, White Brim Front. Are you inside, Alphino? Are you within the tower? Yep. There she is, none the worse for wear. Was there ever any doubt the warrior life would succeed? I fly in. I think I speak for us all when I say that I should like nothing more than to hear the stirring tale of your victory. If you would be so kind. Then we were too late to prevent the summoning. But not too late to prevent further loss of life, an outcome worthy of celebration, and one for which we have Sava to thank. Thanks, Americ. Yes, you're right, of course. Oh, you're right, of course, Sir Americ. We should be content with what we have accomplished. We? We? I was the one that fought Shiva. I, for one, could not have wished for a better outcome. Shiva is no longer a threat, and the heretics have been routed. Aye, there is the matter of Iceheart's escape, but she cannot run forever. Whether it takes days, weeks, moons, or even years, my knights will find her. In the meantime, Lord Drillamont, is the caravan ready? The supplies that your men recovered have been prepared for transport, in accordance with your wishes. Rest assured that my knights will see them safely to Revenant's Toll. Of that I have no doubt. I take it these are the self-same supplies the heretics stole from the house for Tom Caravan. Less the crystals which comprise the bulk of the shipment, yes. Scarcely a fraction of that which was promised, but a meaningful contribution to your cause all the same. On an unrelated note, Sava, might I trouble you to accompany me to Camp Dragonhead at your earliest convenience? 'Tis not for my benefit. A certain lord was most distressed when he learned of your intent to risk life and limb to stop Iceheart. It took half a dozen knights to restrain him, I am told. I literally just saw him before I left. Men give vent to their anxieties in myriad ways. Pray do not think less of him. Somebody was like, yep, she would have to go fight Shiva. She what? Oop, hello, there's a tower there. She did what? She went to go fight who? See, I'm back. I'm fine. What were you thinking, Sava? Wagering your very own dubious theory, wagering your very own, wagering your very being on a dubious theory which might allow you to enter Iceheart's lair, knowing full well that she could have had sufficient forewarning to complete her ritual to summon Shiva anyway. And then, engaging the abomination in mortal combat. By the Fury, Sava, 'tis the stuff of ballads, a battle for the ages. Would that I have been there to fight by your side. Yet here I was, forced to wait, condemned to wonder at the fate of a dear friend for a veritable eternity. He said, "You were gone for forever, I counted." I would not wish such torture on my most hated enemy. But here you are now, and that is what truly matters. Let us move on. Sir Emeric wished to have words with you and Master Alphino in private. He awaits us in the intercessory. Anything else to say, sir? Pray, go on ahead without me, Sava. Another matter requires my attention, but I shall join you anon. That's a big ol' bear thing. Think it's a bear. Ah! I'm pretty sure I went the wrong way, but that's alright. Yep, totally went the wrong way. But it's fine, it's fine. I'm sorry, Lucio. It wasn't my fault, but I'm sorry. Alright. What now? It would seem we have much to discuss with our friends at the Rising Stones. If what you say is true, Iceheart's method of summoning Shiva defies all precedent. It necessitates a complete reprisal of the primal threat and of our approach to combating it. Moreover, there are grave ramifications if word of this incident reaches Imperial ears. The Garlean Empire believes that primals are an insufferable menace, that their mere existence is a threat to this very star. As such, they deem any action taken against the beast tribes to be justified by default. Imagine, then, if it became known that it was not only the beast tribes of Eorzea that could summon primals, but her civilized peoples as well. Any lingering objections to the Eorzean campaign would vanish overnight. Where before we had to contend with a single Imperial legion, we would find ourselves facing the combined might of all Garlemald. But I speak unadvisedly. Come, Sava. The hell? Oh. Come, Sava. It is better that we continue this conversation in Mordona. Back to Mordona. I may finish up after this quest just so I can wind down and stuff. And it's probably going to be a good stopping point. No more juggling. Hi, Tataru. Bye, Tataru. Oh, you even waved. I didn't even notice. Hi, Tataru. Bye, Tataru. It's the little things. It's a group presentation. Or I say a group presentation, but it's a presentation. Peschel. Mm-hmm. Okay. I think I'm gonna end it here tonight, because it's almost 10:30 anyway. Uh, and I think this is a good spot to stop. So, we will do this again next week. And actually, let me see how many quests I've got left. This one's the reason Riley. Let's see. You know what? Let me go ahead and finish 2.4. Because there's like 2 quests left. It's the reason Riley and another one. Yeah, we'll go ahead and finish that. I mean to scour the annals for knowledge of Midgard Somer. Given his great age, I dare say he appears in more than a few. Did you hear that? The commotion outside. Would you see if aught is amiss? There's commotion. Yeah, we're not quite at 2.5. Almost, but not quite. Commotion? Hi, Totaro. Seva, 'tis well that you are on hand. We have a problem. Riley has escaped. It happened shortly after the Immortal Flames took her into custody. She had been placed in a dungeon cell ahead of her coming trial, but apparently the accommodation was not to her liking. The turnkey was found slain along with 2 guards. 'Tis plain she received inside help. Citizens report seeing Riley quitting the city via the Gate of Nald with a bloodied spear in her hand. She makes for Castrum Meridianum, I am certain of it. With her fate in Eorzea as good as sealed, what recourse has she but to flee to her imperial masters? Even as we speak, Captain Ilbert and the First are hot upon Riley's heels. Pray make haste to Camp Bluefog and join the hunt. Let's go. Okay, what were you saying about 2.5? I'm sorry. Ah. Oh, you were just saying 2.5. Yep. 2.5 is, I think, the last one. So we're near the end. 2.5 has 2 parts, if I remember correctly. Yep. So we're nearing the end of post ARR and about to head into, just saying some numbers, Jesus, about to head into Heaven's Ward finally, which I am very excited about. Love me some Heaven's Ward. And that'll be the start of 3.0. What do you mean I can't fly any higher? That is not the direction I was supposed to go. Slowly getting there. There we go. Hello. Little boogity bird. My thanks for coming, Scion. I've spoken with the soldiers here. They say that Riley walked through the camp not a bell ago. Aye, she walked right through. You did not mishear, but we have Raubon's decision to keep the matter secret to thank for that. Bad for morale, he said. As a result, not a single flame in the garrison made any attempt to detain her, and so here we are. Riley must not be allowed to reach Castor Meridianum. Okay. It just came from that way. I never noticed that pool of ceruleum over there. It's very blue. And more ceruleum down there. At least I think that's ceruleum. Anyway. Okie dokie. It's duty time. This wretch was with Riley. He threw himself at us at that his mistress might escape. Oh, my eye itches. She didn't blink when we cut him down. Not even when he started screaming. No loyalty even to her own, that goddamn harpy. With me, Scion, we almost have her. Oh my god, my eye! Okay, we're good. Oh, whoops. Reinforce this motherfucker! Can I please? Thank you. Yugiri! You have arrived! Oh my god. Bruh. There we go. Do do do. Ba-do-do-do. Bind her and do it tight. Yes, sir. Good work, men. She and her imperial cronies pushed us close, but we were better. Behold, a respected officer of the Immortal Flames. People looked up to you as one of the Order's founding members, one of its pillars. It saddens me to see you fallen so low. What would you know of low? You, a spoiled little lordling who has never known any want. Who has never known any want. I People such as you take wealth and birth for granted. You think it your God's given right to rule over others. You know naught of our plight, the injustice that we low-born Ishgardians must endure. To the noble lords and ladies, we are not people, but resources to be consumed. I did what I had to survive, stealing, killing, even whoring myself. It is no fault of mine if fools imagine me a paragon when I joined the flames. To hear you tell it, one would think you were the only person to ever have suffered. In case you have forgotten, Raban himself was born into poverty, as was I. We lived hand to mouth, with little more than the shirts on our backs. Hunger was our constant companion. Yet never did we bemoan our lot in life, nor did we begrudge others for their fortunes. We accepted the hand that we've been dealt and played it to the best of our ability. Life was a battle, aye, but no matter what fate threw at us, we took it on the chin and came back for more. Everything we have, we fought for. How are we any different, then? 'Tis true that we were both mercenaries of lowly birth, and 'tis true that we both had our fair share of struggles. But whereas I sold my sword, you, Marshal, you sold your comrades. If life has taught me one thing, it is that you never betray your own. I would sooner cut off my own arm than raise a hand against a friend. But enough talk. You will return to Ul'dah to face justice, and the people whose trust you have dragged through the gutter. Not so much as a hint of remorse. 'Tis well that this sordid business is finally at an end. A friend's betrayal cuts deeper than steel. We must hope that we have chosen our own allies more wisely than Raban chose his. Stick 'em with the pointy end. Okay. One more question, then we're done. Captain Ilbert and I have a few questions for the Flame Marshal regarding the circumstances of her miraculous escape. When we have completed our interrogation, we shall take our findings directly to General Raban, and that shall be the end of it. Your work here is done, my friend. My thanks. But I have one last task for you. Return to the Rising Stones and apprise Memphilia of all that has happened. I'm aware that the antecedent held Riley in high regards. For better or for worse, she will want to know how this tale ends. Okay, bye. Actually, let me just... Boom goes the ceruleum. Let me in. Papalimo, I thought you were supposed to be in Gridania. Hi, Tataru. Bye, Tataru. Oh, damn. Why you? What? Why you? How is that? How is that pronounced? Why you? I have a lot of questions right now. Is that French? Is that how? It's presentation time. She's like, you're here. You're at home all alone. Parents are gone and everything. Huh. Okay. Oh wait, nope. There's a cutscene. triple agent. He's talking to the turtle now. Never mind, he's not talking to the turtle. Now we're done. Oh. Oh, I have to do those before continuing for, or 2.5. Well, shit. Okay, well, I'll get that done then before next week. I did not realize that cutscene was going to be that long, but I'm glad we're done with it. Okay, so now for realsies this time. Next week will be 2.5. I don't think we'll get through all of Sorry, I don't think we'll get through all of it, but we'll get through a lot of it, I would think. Oh my god. I think we would get through a lot of it next week. I'll do the trials before before I come back next week. But on Friday we'll be doing more Kirby Forgotten Lands. So it'll be Forgotten Land Friday. And then Monday we'll be back with Midgar Monday. We're gonna go into the Temple of the Ancients for 7. And hopefully not die. We'll see what happens. But thanks for joining me. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit. I appreciate it. Hopefully I will see you guys next time as well. Here are my socials if you want to follow me on Discord. Or not Discord. Oh my god. Follow me on, oh my gosh. Blue Sky or YouTube. YouTube's where I put all my VODs right now. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So I hope y'all have a good night, and I will talk to y'all next time. Bye-bye.